Hey everybody, Hell's First here. So I made a video about Bennett a few days ago and about how amazing he could be. So I put together this team to put around him. And I've been trying to get Chongyun into something that he'd work with. So turns out he works pretty phenomenal with Bennett. So let's take a look here at why this happens. So first and foremost, with Bennett, the way that he works, the way that I'm doing damage is obviously a little bit of crit rate and crit damage. Now I can do way better on those stats, don't judge me, that shit happens. They fucking suck sometimes, it's alright. So, what he does his damage off of is Passion Overload, which is that quick single smack does 248% damage, which is fucking huge. I got it at level 10. You want it at least around 8 or 10. 8 at the minimum so that you can get the kind of damage you're going to need to be happy using him. Weapon-wise, though, this is what makes some more shit happen. Elemental skill rate by 12% and elemental skill damage by 32%. Now, this is fucking huge, okay? Because this goes on top of the skill damage already, which is nuts. Just absolutely nuts. He's going to be close to 300% skill damage, and it's fucking crazy, guys. It's absolutely crazy how much damage you can do with this. As long as you pair it with the Crimson Witch of Flame set, so the pyro damage bonus plus 15%, and then the burning and overload damage by 40%. Here's what helps, though. Increases vaporize and melt damage by 15%. Okay? Using the elemental skill increases the 2-piece set bonus by 50% of its starting value for 10 seconds, max of 3 stacks. So you want to get those 3 stacks rolling to watch some serious fucking numbers pop out of this little kid. It's fucking nuts. But, okay. Going into the constellations, you need one, of course, for the no HP restriction, and you gain an additional 20% of base attack, which is great to have. But here's the kicker right here. This one right here, constellation number 2. When Bennett's HP falls below 70%, his energy recharge is increased by 30%. Now, you are constantly going to be getting hit if you're using Bennett as a main DPS. It's just not going to stop, right? You're going to get fucking hit. But then, with Fear Not, within the area created by Fantastic Voyage, Passion Overload takes on the following effects. Cooldown is reduced by 50%. 50% of Passion Overload cooldown completely reduced, which makes it fast as fuck. And Bennett will not be launched by the effects of Charge level 2. Keeps you in the fight. It's great. So, let's look at it real quick. Your cooldown is 5 seconds for tapping it. So now it becomes 2.5 seconds inside of Fantastic Voyage. So that's Bennett. We all know how Bennett works. He's a fucking badass. Inside of Fantastic Voyage, if you don't know, is because of C1, these percentages don't mean shit. But you're going to heal up to 70%, okay? And you get a bonus based on Bennett's base attack, no matter what, when you're standing in the field. His base attack is this number right here. It's not the total. It's just this number. So in this case, 640, right? So it makes him strong on his own. But Chongyun, this is why I'm making this video, because of these two together. So I don't even have him that high. He doesn't need to be. I put him in, you know, the Blizzard Strayer set just for shits and giggles. I'm sure soon he'll be a fucking powerhouse with me using the new weapon, which is going to help me do even more ice damage or cryo damage with this giant icicle coming down. So there's even more chances of the things being frozen. But here's why he's here. So, Spirit Blade, Chongyun's Layered Frost, however you fucking pronounce that shit. He strikes the ground with his greatsword, causing a cryo explosion and a circular AoE in front of him that deals cryo damage. After a short delay, the cold area created by the cryo explosion will coalesce into a Chongwon frost field, within which all sword, claymore, and polearm wielding characters' weapons will be infused with cryo, making Bennett's normal attacks cryo. So that's just so you can possibly have giant elemental reactions with that 15% extra damage on melt. And remember, melt, if you hit ice with fire, does 2 times the damage. That's how the entire system of it works, okay? On top of that, though, look at this shit. His second constellation, elemental skills and elemental bursts cast within the frost field created by Spirit Blade Chongyun's layered frost have their cooldown time decreased by 15%. So I have both these fields active. 65% cooldown decreased. And it gives his normal attacks the ability to freeze shit, because they count as ice now. So you're constantly doing elemental reactions for melt, one way and another. So you hit him with your sword, he gets ice. You hit him with the E, he now has fire. Reaction starts. It's fucking amazing. One of the coolest things I've ever seen. So because you want melt with him more than anything, because of the pyro set here and how he does damage, we also have Qiqi in the party. So she has the talent of Adeptus Art, Herald of Frost, and it spins this little fucking thing around you and does cryo damage to everything it touches. On top of that, it slowly regenerates the active character, so it's nice to have on him as well when Chongyun is on a cooldown. But then I have Childe in here. One of the reasons is because Master of Weaponry, increase your own party member's normal attack level by 1. So that helps everybody's go up. But on top of that, he's a fucking badass with Foul Legacy Raging Tide, does insane DPS, especially in the new Heart of Depth set, which is Hyro damage bonus of 15%. After using elemental skill, increases normal and attack and charged attack damage by 30% for 15 seconds. With the Viridescent Hunt on, 50% of the attack every 13 seconds is put into this mammoth fucking cyclone that keeps them all together, and everything he does is AoE. He also makes the opponent wet. Which means you do a shit ton of damage with fucking Vaporize. It's awesome. The combo is so fucking awesome. And it's so simple and so easy to use. I think it's incredible. As you saw in the beginning of the video, the Abyss, floor 11, he just stomps on shit. It's truly simple. One of the most simple things, yet the most completely satisfying things that you can do in the game. So, Bennett is incredible. Chongyun is incredible. Childe and Qiqi, all incredible. Put them together in one team, you have Nonstop freezing, Nonstop melt, massive DPS from Bennett, and Nonstop heals from Qiqi and Bennett. It's fucking nuts. Fucking nuts.
Wow.
I like it. Give it a shot. See what you think. Throw me in the comments how you like it. If you think there's something that'll make it better, let me know about that as well. And make sure, if you like this video, drop me a like and subscribe. Hit that little bell down there, turn on those notifications. That way you know every time I'm posting some Genshin Impact content, which I'm doing more and more lately because this game is fucking amazing. I'd appreciate it. You'd be helping me out. And as always, until next time, ta-ta.